T-Rag got me.
Hit boy and be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. Exactly. You built like that.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And off we go from Denver. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. shotgun snap to Locke. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Jayon Brown.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Locke working out of the gun. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now to the air. Locke. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
7-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 37 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Rolling to his right. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flushed out right. And right side, Henry's got it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On now is the Titans punter. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Melvin Gordon, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's
a nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Melvin Gordon on the carry.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
22-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of
something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second and 5 now. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Tennessee.
Let's go. 30.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He was brought down by
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Titans nothing.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 30, Philip.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
42-yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill out to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the...
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Locke will try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. To try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turn to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill flush to his right. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
44 mark. 44 mark. Check. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Check 45 to mark. Check 45 to mark. Touchdown, defense.
Here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On first down, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Locke able to get this to Gordon. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Got got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Operating from the gun. Lock. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First down Broncos as Lock finds Jeudy.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Faking the give to Lindsey, here's Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Lock. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Second and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 31's the mic. Let him know.
One more time with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
Let's go.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Off play action, Tannehill on the move to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Ferguson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Henry. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Brought down by Vaughn Miller.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me isn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle practice LID.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Block going to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Stop short of the
Call
goal.
it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
And goal.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. 31. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill rolling to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for Jack Rabbit. Y'all playing the wrong football. Let's go.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Block working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lock, throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him tape, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his dirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red, read, red, tight, second one, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the faggots.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Titans first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
tonight's final.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Caught up a friend that kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked it. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I love. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my club. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a
Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip.